Hi, Capricorn. Okay, it's the new moon today. I've already recorded everybody's readings, 20 hours plus worth of work, and for whatever reason, pushed to re-record, right? Put in that extra effort. Can we do it? Yes. Do we feel tired? Yes. But how do you feel after you push through something? You feel good, right? And because what you're actually pushing through is something that doesn't feel good. There's a reason, again, I actually have a really hard time in certain new moons. This being one of them, and for whatever reason, this kind of energy needs to be expressed externally, needs to be seen, right? Needs to be communicated. Because the mouth speaks what the heart knows, right? The mouth speaks what the heart knows. Just a minute, please. Just a second. I'm getting stuck in this card. I'm getting stuck in the most painful card on the board. I'm getting stuck in that. For a lot of you, this situation has to do with children. It has to do with people that are younger than you. It's also how your mother treated you, right? I think you're too sensitive right now, Capricorn. Didn't we talk about this? The cauldron, right? Look how fucking big that cup is, right? Any of you here last month? I think right now you're working through something that's making you really sensitive, okay? It's like I heard you're coming to some sort of accumulation point, right? And then I heard boiling point. But it was weird because it was water in a big cauldron, but the water as it boiled literally went to a point. It made a mountain of water. I heard, slow down, Capricorn, slow down. You don't want to feel something, but you have to, or you're going to make that mountain of water, right? Because I heard again, and we've been talking about this since the beginning of the year. I don't know whatever the reason of not taking responsibility for your own place in it, right? It's sure there could be other people outside of you, experiences, environments that are frustrating, that are testing you. They're trying to ask you what's real, what's not, right? What's the easy way to do something, right? And what's I heard the responsible way to do something. That's your next step, is to not be confused by the fact that the way like whatever thoughts you're having or feelings attached to them and how they're being explained to expressed to the world is you. You see that vein a minute? I was like, yeah, it's you, right? And it's a really hard conversation that you're having with your heart. We're in Leo season, it's the heart season, right? There's a hard conversation. I see because the thing is I keep seeing these other people, and it's your natural tendency to be concerned about other people and whether they're, especially with things in the physical world and how they're dealing with them and responsibility and financially and whatever. But what you really need to be paying attention to is your pain, whatever you're feeling out. And understanding, like trying to come to some sort of like real clear understanding that has no anger, no sadness, there's like just wisdom within the center of it and calm and peace. But you feel torn about that still. I see that Pisces plays some sort of strong role in this, so does Virgo. I guess they're opposites. Somebody else got that. But this is also work and spirituality beyond everything else. And that is something, right, work and rest. That needs to be figured out, right? That needs to be, some of the work that you do has to be in both, right? All people need to figure out how to do it in both worlds. But with Saturn and Capricorn, for everybody, it's a test for everybody to figure out, right? Some people are really heavy on one end, some people are really heavy on the other end, some people have we're trying to find the middle, right? Trying to find the center point of it so that it's understood clearly to what is actually truly healthy for ourselves, and not so we stop as human beings living in the delusion of what reality is. Okay, what we've been told reality is. We have to figure that needs to be figured out independently. And I heard only when people are ready to that responsibility. Okay. This reading feels serious. They all feel serious, so serious today. I guess even in Leo fun season, we have to be serious. You know what I mean? Like, how do we have fun and be serious? There's a time and a place for everything, right? We can combine the two, yes, but they're sort of different worlds, right? So it's a kind of a magic trick that's being learned here, right? Like some sort of invisible way to free yourself from something, like something that I heard that fucks you up, that makes it difficult to see what the fuck is going on, and you feel surrounded all of a sudden, and you're like, I'm just gonna free myself from this situation. And you're trying to figure it out how to do something logically, which is good, practically. I enjoy that. That's where the patience in here is within Earth. Okay? So I want you to know that you can do something. I want you to know that you know how to do something. I want you to know that you are facing the correct direction. Right? And even if that direction, whatever that path is, wherever it is that you may be walking, and you don't even know what the end goal is, because we're in retrograde and we won't be able to see it for a while anyway. It's like a lot of unknowing, right? A lot of a lack of control to what it all will be down there. But we can have peace. I heard peace, patience, and clarity. in wherever it is now, and being really intentional with just being in the now and being, I heard, responsible for that, so that when you come, if and in the future there's any sort of place where it's a challenge, well, I see that you're not in a rush to handle that challenge, like conquer that mountain, run up the mountain, right? You're just like, okay, there's a mountain, right? I've done this before, right? Why don't I just stand here for a second and look at the mountain? Let's look at this challenge. Okay. How can I go about this? And when you start looking at it that way, you realize that you're already on top of the mountain. Right? You've already conquered the mountain. It's like in Armenia, they actually, in primary school, they teach them chess. Chess is like a core class, if you will. And it's to teach people, or children, because they're impressionable, you know, and it's important what you teach them. That chess is an important life example, right? If you already feel like you're going to lose, then you've already lost, right? And you have to be patient, and you can't get angry. When you don't get angry when you play chess, you just look at it. Figure out what are the different moves that I could do, and if I do this move, well, what happens? Okay, well, how could that be affected, right? And I guess that's a very ethically sound, responsible way to be, right? How does this affect other people? How does it affect how, you know, my next 5 moments in life? I usually sit in this rocking chair, but I don't always rock. But this does feel nice, you know? It's like being on a boat. The water's moving, but it's steady, right? It's in and out, in and out. No need to jump ship. I mean, you're the captain anyway. Can't leave your own boat. Ever. Not in this body. You know, not really. So, let's see how you can balance this a little bit better. Let me see. Work could be stressing you out too, but you always have enough, Capricorn. You just worry about money sometimes, and it's so unnecessary. I know all of you are totally fine. Yes, 8 of Pentacles. Yes, you're fine. It's when you get tight about money, or you don't want to, for whatever reason, that gets all like, too much around that energy around that, is because you're feeling someone's feeling emotionally unhappy. Okay, she's not smiling. When you start thinking about money too much, it's never about the dishes, right? It's never about the dishes. It's always bigger than it. It's always really bigger. It's always bigger than it and smaller than it, right? It never is actually the thing. I know you've been thinking a lot of the things that you've been through have been hard, but I want you to know that you have to remember how strong you are. Don't forget how strong you are. Know that you are in control of your mind, okay? You are in control of your life. You are in control of your decisions. You are in control of your speech. You are in control of your feelings. You are in control of your heart. Listen to all that control you have, right? That's good. That's good, positive, healthy control. All the things outside of you, I don't know about that. Maybe you just need to tell yourself, I am in control of myself. Yes, because what we've talked about this before, you see that annoying thing, you see that thing that bothers you, you see that thing that hurts, or you start to think about it, like that is what your mind will find, is things to emphasize whatever that belief system is, whatever it is that you're thinking about and have told yourself that that's the reality. And so it's very important for you to see the reality as, I have enough, and I heard, and I'm not in a rush. Okay. I also heard you need to tell yourself, see that you need to tell yourself more often that you are happy where you are. That you were, and to also be very honest where you are not happy. And again, it goes back to that no blame game. It's not, that doesn't, the parts where you're unhappy, it's, even if it relates to other people, it's still your responsibility, again, because you're the only one in control of how you feel, how you think. Your pain, your joy, that's you. You choose. Right? And actually, I just saw you on the top of the mountain making a good example for the world. So if you try, if you look at it more in that perspective of, okay, people look up to me, right? People look up to you. So it's very important whether you believe in yourself or not. All the way around. Okay? Yeah. 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 What do you want? And I heard, why isn't now enough? And the parts that you truly believe and know need more work, and it isn't enough. You could be putting more energy and time into that, then take the responsibility up to do that. I see, don't let the pain of the past and wherever your heart has hurt interrupt where it is that you would like to go. Okay? It was just a rooster just caught, or cock-a-doodle-dood. Time to wake up. Alright, I'm glad we're smiling at the end of this and the sun finally came out. Good. Good. Capricorn. Happy Leo season. I know this is, I don't know if you can feel it, but it feels interesting to me, and strong and strange and secular in a kind of way. So I heard, let's all learn the lesson so we can get through it. Right? Right? And the way to get through it is to feel it. Like, feel like there's a water world, you know? I love you. Thank you for all your support. See ya.